Chell.
So, do you really think Telsia has a chance of getting Starfleet to reverse this decision?
Chang.
I'll see you up there, Monroe. They can't keep a guy like you dirtside.
Ground level.
Greetings, Lieutenant.
Tuvok, what are you doing here?
I had time for a brief stopover on my way to Vulcan. Congratulations on your new assignment.
Thanks, but I don't want to leave active duty for teaching.
There are few jobs more important than teaching. But I will explain your plight to my colleagues.
Thanks, Tuvok. I just think I can be of better use out there.
The Academy offers contact with many prominent people. Demonstrations of talent and initiative do not go unnoticed.
Commander Tuvok, please report to Launch Pad 2.
It was an honor to serve with you.
The honor was mine, Lieutenant Monroe. Live long and prosper.
Lieutenant Monroe, please report to the Headmaster's office.
Can you believe it? Voyager returned after being gone all those years.
I wonder what it was like, being stranded so far from home all that time.
I'd love to sit down and talk with them about their adventures.
Yeah.
They must be in demand all over the Federation.
An officer from that ship must have his pick of assignments.
After all that excitement, I don't know how they could ever go back to normal duties.
Headmaster's office.
I swear that it's all right. You have my complete permission. I really want to see what it's like.
You have to understand, most Betazoids hate using telepathy on those who don't have it. In the past, it's led to war and death. Far too many of us ended up in concentration camps, placed there by those who feared our powers. We've learned to respect the privacy of other races. Learning the value of other people's privacy was a major step forward for us. We've learned that all people have a right to think freely without coercion or outside scrutiny. But if you're really determined, we can give it a try.
I would be honored to have you read my mind.
But only for a moment.
So?
Lieutenant Monroe reporting, sir.
Good to meet you, Lieutenant. I have your teaching assignment. You'll be instructing the cadets in small unit tactics.
Sir.
I'm sure you'll be an asset to the Academy, Lieutenant.
Telsia to Monroe. Could you meet me in the courtyard? Starfleet's answered our petition.
Ground level.
Sir, we have some questions about the exam.
What are your questions, Cadet?
Why did you put so much emphasis on Cochrane's theories?
Cochrane provides the foundation for all warp technology. His theories open space to humanity and still compose the basis for Federation ship technology.
But his theories are almost 300 years old. It's hard to imagine a time without warp technology, or that humans were ever that backwards.
They weren't backward, just unenlightened.
That's our point, sir. That culture created Zephyr Cochrane. So how could his work still have relevance?
Fail to understand the past, and you can never see the future.
I have an easier time with Cochrane's theories than with the early Vulcan warp technology.
The work of Dr. Leah Brahms is a lot more accessible.
While Dr. Brahms' work is necessary reading and very informative, you still need to maintain a fundamental understanding of Dr. Cochrane's work.
I still think it's a waste of time. We'll never really break new ground by relying on ancient theories.
And we'll never make progress without building on the past.
But we've gone far past Vulcan technology.
Every race in the Federation makes its contribution.
Can we at least study someone from this century?
Or this planet?
Remember, ex astris scientia, from the stars' knowledge.
Starfleet Command declined to hear our appeal.
I see.
What are you going to do?
What can I do?
Resign.
And that will get the team back how?
It'll show Stemmons the price of stupid decisions.
It'll show Stemmons he can bully us out of Starfleet. We end up paying the price, not him.
Until the Borg pay a little visit, or the Romulans, or...
The Dallas is a good ship. At least you're back in action.
If I accept. What if we both resign? At least we can be together.
It won't work. We both need Starfleet, or we'll go stir crazy.
Well, maybe you're right. I'll miss you.
Romulan sneak attack. There's another one. Take that! Cover me while I open the door.
Drop your weapon and surrender.
The door is malfunctioning. We need to find a way past it and repair it from the inside. A service duct. This should lead to the next chamber. I will open the ducts. The service ducts are open. I will activate the door when you reach the other side.
I need backup! Surrender! I need backup!
Cover me while I open the door.
Corbett, execute hazard maneuver Monroe Alpha 3.
With pleasure.
Thanks, Corban. Good work.
Alex?
Lieutenant Monroe, this is Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
I enjoyed observing your holodeck session. Very impressive.
Yes, thank you, Monroe. And now we're very sorry, but the captain is on a very tight schedule.
I'm sure the headmaster's reception can wait a few minutes. Lieutenant Monroe, I was wondering where you trained.
The Delta Quadrant.
I beg your pardon?
I led the hazard team on Voyager, sir.
Hazard team?
Yes, the hazard team was...
completely superfluous.
Excuse me? Superfluous?
Precisely. Federation space is so completely different from the lawless Delta Quadrant. My research clearly shows that Starfleet captains do not need hazard teams.
I see. And are you a Starfleet captain?
Well, no, but...
The challenges we face on the outer edges of Federation space are not so different from what Voyager faced in the Delta Quadrant. I could use an elite force of tactical officers.
But...
Tell me, Lieutenant, do you ever think about going back on active duty?
Every second of my life.
I'll talk to your commanding officer. Perhaps I can arrange a transfer.
Thank you, sir.
Draw up a list of personnel and cadets you would like on a new hazard team. I'm sure Mr. Stemmons can make the arrangements.
Well, precisely.
Hazard team reporting for duty, sir.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise.
Thank you, sir.
Lieutenant Commander Tuvok has agreed to take a temporary assignment at the tactical station while Lieutenant Commander Worf is on leave. He'll also help us integrate hazard team operations.
My goal is to streamline the integration of hazard team operations.
Your former student, Ensign Corban, will join Ensigns Chang, Chell, and Jurot to form the core team. Academy graduate Sidney Stockman will serve as Hazard Team shuttle pilot, and I'd like to add a junior member from my crew, Ensign Franklin.
We'll incorporate him into our next training session.
Very good. Lieutenant, get acquainted with the new Hazard Team operations area. When we finished our current diplomatic mission, I'll call you to the bridge for a tour.
Ensign Corban has developed a new weapon for Hazard Team operations. You will find him in the armory.
Hey, Corban.
Have you seen the new Federation assault rifle?
No. Sorry, my first stop on the Enterprise wasn't the weapons locker.
I will overlook your human failings.
And they say Klingons are heartless.
This assault rifle will be a good complement to the compression rifle. It's more powerful at short range and has added functionality.
Thanks.
You have my thanks as well for assigning me to the Hazard Team. You do me a great honor.
The honor's ours. You're the best person for the job.
To assist your training with the assault rifle, I have loaded a holodeck training program. I think you will find it invigorating. The primary attack is a spread plasma burst. The secondary attack is a powerful single shot, which can do extensive collateral damage to nearby hostiles. Not bad, considering you lack Klingon blood.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Hazard operations.
How are you?
Good. I'm now on the Hazard Team.
That's wonderful. I also got the transfer I requested.
To where?
I'm in charge of the hydroponics bay. It's really a great assignment.
We don't have a lot of plants on Andoria.
Can you believe it? The Enterprise? The Hazard Team? Oh, this is absolutely incredible.
While the team was disbanded, I returned to Vulcan for further study. I've greatly improved my medical skills.
It's great having the Hazard team back together again.
Lieutenant Monroe, please report to the bridge.
Aye, sir. Deck 1, bridge.
Welcome to the bridge, Lieutenant.
Glad to be here, sir.
How long do you think it will take to train your team to the level of readiness you had in the Delta Quadrant?
We are receiving a distress call on Federation channels.
This is Captain Galloway of the Federation starship Dallas. We've been boarded by an unknown alien life form. Warn all Federation ships, under no circumstances should you approach this vessel.
Set a course for the Dallas, maximum warp.
Course laid in, Captain.
Engage. My apologies, Lieutenant. We'll finish your tour another time. Assemble the Hazard team and tell them we are deploying them ahead of schedule. Take Ensign Franklin with you. He's an expert on Excelsior-class ship systems. I want your team ready for transport as soon as we reach the Dallas.
Aye, sir.
And Lieutenant?
Yes, sir?
I rely on your team's readiness.
We won't let you down, sir.
Gravity's low. The artificial gravity system is malfunctioning.
No life signs in this area.
Well, keep scanning. Look at this strange hole.
Too irregular for a phaser. Mechanical damage?
The edges show irregular rasp marks and trace amounts of liquid.
Liquid coolant for an industrial drill?
No, too little, and it's thicker with enzymes and trace organic compounds. Almost like...
What?
Saliva.
Something chewed its way in?
We need to restore the main ship's systems. Franklin, where are the gravity controls?
I'll send the location to your tricorder. No power. I can't disengage the lock. Can you locate its power console? That did it. The door's unlocked.
What was that?
Wait here. I want to see where this Jeffries tube leads.
Gravity systems online.
That did it! The gravity is back on. Can you open the shuttle doors from out there? We're not safe anywhere on the ship.
Our lack of safety is only now occurring to you?
Phaser fire is one thing. Having a deck chewed out from under us. Okay, that's a lie that does not prove they chewed their way in.
Welcome back.
Now we can restore the ship's power. We just have to get to engineering.
Life support systems at 50% efficiency.
Hey, what's that?
I've got life signs. Check your tricorder.
Look at all those blips! What are they?
The blips are headed this way.
They're getting closer. They're almost here.
They're going away.
Hey!
You sound disappointed.
The only thing worse than an alien attack is an alien attack that hides when you see it coming.
We've reached main engineering.
Locked.
We have to find a way in.
These Jeffries tubes lead to an observation lounge near engineering.
Good enough for me. Stay here.
Blips again. Moving in fast.
Monroe, we're trapped. Get us in there.
Use your tricorder on the main engineering console.
Here's another one. Look out! Cover me.
Cover me.
Main power restored.
Take that!
Thanks.
What the hell are those things?
I have no idea.
Their attack seems savage and instinctual, as if they are not sentient species.
Sentient enough to hold their attack until we were cornered.
Monroe to Enterprise.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
We've engaged hostile aliens, sir. Unknown life forms.
Team status.
Intact.
And the Dallas?
We've restored partial power.
Proceed to the bridge. Find Captain Galloway.
Turbolift systems offline.
We need to reroute power to this turbolift.
The computer that governs lift power is right near here. That nearby Jeffries tube goes right to it.
Turbo lift power restored.
Turbo lifts are operational again. We're on the bridge deck.
I know these Excelsior-class ships well. I'll show you the way to the bridge.
Franklin!
Here they come!
Cover me! Poor Franklin.
Stay sharp. I don't want to lose anyone else.
We'll need another way in. It's Captain Galloway.
Gerard, find out how he died. Chell, access the captain's logs.
There are no wounds on him. He died from asphyxiation, presumably when the Dallas lost life support.
The captain's log is online.
Play it.
Captain's log, stardate 56535.1. We're responding to a distress call from an Atrexian station just outside Federation space. The attack crippled us. I've sent most of my crew to the space station. I hope they can protect the Atrexians. I've kept a small skeleton crew led by my security chief. We're gonna try to salvage the ship by getting it away from the space station. There are too many of them. We've got cascading system failures. We're losing the battle to keep up minimal life support. We can't last more than a few hours. I've authorized my chief engineer to try an experimental procedure. She's encoding our remaining crew into the transporter pattern buffer. It's risky. The signals might degrade beyond recovery. But if it works, it may be the best chance for survival.
Telsia.
Gerard, let's head back to the transporter room.
Their patterns are very weak. They're fading fast.
Chell, more power down here.
Ooh.
They've been in the pattern buffer for a while. They're dehydrated and probably a bit disoriented, but they should be fine.
Alex? You're late, Monroe.
I think they're back to normal already.
Thanks for the save.
I'm Katerina Scott, the chief engineer of the Dallas.
This was your plan?
My great-grandfather's plan, actually. Captain Montgomery Scott. He developed a procedure for staying alive inside the transporter pattern buffer. Alive with no signal degradation.
Very clever.
Chell here. I'm trying to get the shields down so we can beam out of here, but the security subsystems are a bit chaotic. I could use some help.
Gerard, stay here and treat them until we can get them back to the Enterprise. I'll go assist Chell on the bridge.
Monroe? I hear chewing. I need backup. Hurry!
On my way, Chell.
That was close. Thanks, Monroe.
Gerard to Monroe. The Dallas crew are stable, but we need to get them back to the Enterprise.
I've deactivated the Dallas' shields. We can beam out now.
Monroe to Enterprise. We're ready to beam out.
Understood. Sickbay standing by to receive the Dallas crew members. Picard out. What happened?
We responded to a distress call from an Atrexian space station.
Atrexian?
A star-faring people with 12 systems and 23 colony planets in the Brecker Rift.
We found the Atrexian station under assault by unknown aliens.
We saw no alien ship, so we took a low orbit near the station. That was our mistake.
They swarmed us, using impulse engines built right into their exoskeletons.
Amazing genetic engineering.
They disabled our shields and chewed through our hull before we could mount a defense.
The ship was doomed. During the firefight, we beamed most of the crew onto the Atrexian station.
The captain raced away from the area with a skeleton crew of volunteers. We hid in the pattern buffers to wait for rescue.
We hoped our ruined ship could broadcast a warning to Starfleet so no other ship would risk a low orbit at the Atrexian space station.
If these aliens had no ship, how did they get to the system?
We don't know.
Perhaps their ship was cloaked.
When we arrive at the station, I want the hazard team to go in first. Locate the remaining crew of the Dallas and help the Atrexians.
Aye, sir.
Chell to Monroe. I'm on the final stage of the shuttle prep.
Deck 7, shuttle bay.